Hello, friends. Tiana Smith here with TianaSmithCoaching.com. And I'm so excited to be coming to you live today. We're going to be talking about this 4-step framework. Now, I would love if you could let me know, number one, if you could see me and hear me, put a number one in the comments or just say, yes, I can see you and hear you. That would be amazing. And I would really appreciate it. And then let me know where you're tuning in from. Are you watching this live or in replay? Where are you at? I'm live streaming this as well as had a registrant. So I'm just excited to share with you this system. I'm gonna give you a few ways of like how to prepare and everything, but I do just want to double check that you can see and hear me. So I'm gonna be my own tech person before we jump in and just make sure that it's coming through on my phone. That way we can see everything and hear everything. So yeah, let me know where you're coming in from. What business are you in? As I do on the live ones, I absolutely cater this to people who show up live. So I would love to, learn more about you, what your business is. There is going to be time at the end for Q&A. You can put any questions that do pop up in the comments as you're thinking of them, or you can jot them down beside you, but I for sure will be going through those at the end today as well. So let me just double check that this is loading. Nothing is loading on my phone. So let's go see this. I just want to see if this is live streaming and if I can hear it. Okay. It is live and I can hear it. So that is exciting. So let's get this party started. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to do this. I think it's this one. And again, if you can let me know if you can see my screen, we just want to make sure that all these pieces are in place and we can rock it out together. So today's masterclass is all about the 4-step framework to attract and automate new dream clients on autopilot. And I am Tiana Smith, your host today, and we'll be talking about reasons why I'm qualified to teach this to you and how it can apply to your business. So first I want to welcome you, of course. I know that it's a free workshop today, but you're taking your time, which is the most valuable asset we all have because we can't get our time back. So let me go through if you're in the right place, okay? You are in the right place if you have a coaching or consulting business or you're starting one soon, but you're struggling to get consistent paying clients. And also, by the way, I like emojis, I like gifts, I like having fun together. So if you feel any of this, you're like, oh, yeah, totally. And also, this is like a vulnerable place sometimes if you're commenting, but let's have fun together and let's just be real with each other. Does that sound good? Put your favorite emoji or your favorite GIF in the comments if you're like, that sounds good. You're also in the right place if you have a program in place, meaning a course or a coaching business or a membership, but you're not sure it's actually attracting the right kinds of clients. That could be people who don't have enough money. It could be people that maybe aren't taking you serious. They're not trusting you. You feel like you're pulling them, and you feel like you even have to lower your prices to get a sale. Or you want a clear step-by-step system to build a profitable coaching business that works on autopilot so that you can stop trading time for money and create scalable income streams. I'd love to know in the comments which one of these you relate more to, 1, 2, or 3. Or you can just say all three, all three. Awesome. This masterclass is not for you if you're just here for another free class, but you don't want to apply any of it to change your life or business. Number 2, if you plan on watching this entire free presentation and high level strategy, this is really level of strategy that my clients pay $10,000 and above for, and then get offended or upset when I offer you an opportunity to invest and get this system so you can 10x to 100x your sales and lists this year. P.S. Who wants to 10x to 100x your sales this year in 2025? And thank you for posting consistent paying clients. Yes, Michelle, we are going to touch right on that. Or you're just here to criticize me and critique me. You can just bounce out now. Nobody likes that, right? Okay, here's my promise to you. I will deliver as much value as humanly possible in this free 60-minute masterclass. It's about 45 minutes plus Q&A. Nothing I'll teach today is based on theory. Everything you'll learn has already been tested and proven to work. Isn't that great? I've been doing this for over 20 years, and specifically what I'm going to be talking to you about for almost a full decade. And so I'm excited to share it with you. I really want to help entrepreneurs scale. So, in return, here's what I ask. One, that you keep an open mind about the new information you're going to learn today and have a can do attitude. Type it in the comments. I can do it, because you really can. I also ask that you treat me and other attendees with respect, of course, and that you take notes if that's the way that you process, and whatever way that is for you. Take some screenshots so you can begin to implement what you learn. This is all about action. This is not about just learning. We want to implement, take action, right? Put action in the comments if you are an action taker. You want those action steps. You're ready to do this thing. So let's get rocking. And also, a couple tips if you're not used to taking master classes would be, if at all possible, to be in a quiet room, turn off your phone and alerts so you can devote your full attention to this high level training. You work hard, and I want you to treat yourself to 60 minutes of focused learning. Close your tabs and any extra apps to increase bandwidth. This is all about you. This is all about your dream business, and these are some next steps forward for you. During this masterclass, here's what you're going to be learning. 3 of the biggest mistakes to avoid with your coaching, course, or membership business. My 4-step framework for creating a profitable business. And this is going to be based on attraction and permission-based marketing. How does that sound? And the systems you need in place to finally automate leads and sales, AKA new people following you and dream clients buying from you. So you can finally dominate your competition online. And I call this my automate to dominate system. You can see it at the top of all the slides here. So put A2D in the comments if you are ready. That's A, the number 2, and D. We're going to be rocking through this right now. Let's go. Now, I actually like to start by letting you know that if you stay until the end, that I offer some bonuses just today on this live presentation. One is I'm going to offer you my entire sold out program, which is how to grow your online audience and sell out your business in 30 days or less in just 1 hour a day. That's right. It's an easy to follow step-by-step guide that shows you my top secret tips, actually trademarked, to growing your online audience fast and turning your new followers into paying clients. Note, no ads or spam required. How does that sound? Put sold out in the comments if you want to be sold out. Number 2 bonus that you're going to get for if you're a fast action taker today at the end is a quick cash injection method. I'm going to show you how you can make an extra $2,000 or more from your social media following. Learn how to quickly generate that extra $2,000, even if it's a really small following, even if it's new, with my new sales qualification funnel that I'll be sharing with you through this program. Again, no ads, no spam. This is all about attraction, but systems and strategy make all the difference. So put cash injection or your favorite money emoji or GIF in the comments if you want a quick cash injection. In fact, you could even kill it. You could study this method. Let's say you sign up today, this weekend, go through I've got a fast track guide, and by next week, you could close out May strong. That's if you're a fast action person, which you guys are saying, hey, action, action. So here are the 2 bonuses that you're going to get access to just by showing up live today, which usually would cost you a few thousand extra dollars. So stay tuned. All right, so let's jump in. Who's ready? Number 1 in the comments, who's ready? IKEA. For some of you, you're like, yes. And for some of you, maybe more like me, you might be like, no. Now, I've learned to fall in love with IKEA because my son loves it so much. And thank you so much for the shout out, Eve and Michelle. You guys are so awesome. Keep the comments coming. I'm definitely, as I see them come in, I'm going to be engaging with you, answering all questions. So put an I for IKEA. IKEA. No, I was not a cheerleader. I was a band dork. Proud of it. Played flute. So anyway, but IKEA. Who loves IKEA? Put a heart emoji. Put an I. Put an IKEA in the comments. I'm going to share with you an analogy as we begin that I think is really helpful and useful to understanding. So I want to pretend for a moment that I have $100,000 for you, okay? But you do have to earn this $100,000. You actually have to win it, by being the fastest at putting together this IKEA bunk bed or loft bed, if you want to be specific. But here's the deal. How are you going to do it? Are you going to open up those famous IKEA directions and mini little screw things, and there might be some pieces missing? Or are you going to invest maybe $2,000 out of your 100K prize winnings and you hire some expert off the floor immediately? And you're like, hey, I'm going to hire the expert and I'm going to win this thing. I'm going to put it together the fastest. And because of this lady's help, I'm going to get the 100K, give her the 2K, and I get 98K. Which one are you wanting to do? A is the IKEA expert. B is the slow, painful, like their crazy directions. Which one would you choose? Would you A, hire the expert to get it done, make sure you win your $100,000 fast? Or would you take it slow, probably lose out on the prize? Because friends, there's always competition. Okay. So as you're probably aware, so many people say, well, I don't have the time. It's not the right, I don't have the money, but you can sell something, friends. And these are the kinds of investments, the kinds of decisions we need to make as business owners. And whether you're male or female, and I really do want to extra empower my fellow women entrepreneurs, it's time to get your capital and to make your ROI, which means return on investment. So here's the thing. Creating funnels to get people off social media and into my business was the number one way I grew my business. But it has not always been just the funnels themselves that made the biggest impact. It's what I did inside the funnels that mattered most. Okay. Now, a little about me before we keep going on this. And so you know who you're talking to here. I'm a mom, a wife, and when I'm not helping, and a dog mom. Okay, that matters. There's 3 of them. When I'm not helping people nail their online marketing, you can probably find me at Target or Ulta or Lululemon or getting a massage. How about you guys? Any other Target fans, Ulta fans? Put it down in the comments. All right. Are you a mom? Are you a dog mom? Are you a wife? I'm actually also an Air Force wife. So my husband's retiring from the Air Force in a month. And these are my systems that have generated over 60,000 leads and automated 7 figures in sales. In fact, if you count, this is just mine, but if you count my clients, it's been hundreds of thousands of leads and tens of millions of dollars. But we're just talking just about mine. And I think that's important because I actually did build my business, you're going to find out, in part-time hours. And I use these funnel systems to automate over 60,000 leads and take them off social media to build $1 million coaching / course / membership. I call it a good hybrid business. In part-time hours as a solopreneur, I've had no team. I have had hired contractors here and there. I have not had a consistent team this whole time. I've been in business for myself for 20 years, and I've really focused on mastering these systems for 15 years. Okay. So I'm not playing over here with you. So let's jump back to 2015. Okay. And this is what my life was looking like. Flashback. I was overworked and underpaid as a social media manager and web designer scrounging for clients. And, I didn't have a business degree at that time. I was finishing up a marketing degree, but that didn't teach me like how to charge what I needed to charge. There was still a lot left on the table. And if any of you know, when you're in kind of survival mode with young kids, it's hard to even have that bandwidth. The other thing was I had a dream though to start my own consulting biz. And I really, at that time, it felt almost impossible for 5K, but I knew if I could just get to 10K months, our entire life could change. And so I wrote it down, even though it felt impossible. And just so you know, I had 0 email lists and I had a very tiny social media following. When I started, I didn't have Instagram. I had a Facebook profile, a tiny Facebook page. It was really small. Okay. But I was committed. And let me tell you, friends and family thought I was nuts. And I want to encourage you today, if there's people in your life who do poo-poo on your parade, don't tell them. It doesn't mean you can't be friends with them if they're a positive person in other realms. Sometimes you got to keep it to yourself. So don't tell everyone your dream. That's just a little seed of wisdom right here for you. Okay. And I remember thinking, though, I'm going to go all in. And I don't care if nobody believes I can do it. There was something inside of me that was like, I don't want to get a normal job. I don't want to have a cap on my income. I want to be home with my babies or have the ability to take them on field trips or to and from school. And honestly, at that time, I still had an infant, so there was no school for them. I was inspired by a quote I heard at that time that said, if they're not paying your bills or raising your kids, they have no say in it. Feel free to write that down. That quote really changed my life. And even now to this day, anytime like I'm feeling in a people pleaser mode, I just remember I'm the one paying these bills. I'm the one taking these kids to school or taking care of them. And I need to do what's right for me. So just remember that, okay, friends? So put like a preach in the comments if you're like, yes, Tiana, let's do this thing. Amen. Amen. So let's follow along here. See if you relate to any of this. I'd love to know in the comments if you're relating to this. Which part of the journey are you in? In January 2015, started my consulting biz, built my first funnel. My business sales weren't growing fast enough and I thought about giving up. Okay. So just remember, there's usually going to be a dip like that. It's normal. In April, though, I was like, you know what? I'm done second guessing myself. I'm ready to go all in. I'm going to just listen to things on audiobooks, on books, on music, everything I want to pour into myself. And I stopped treating my business like a hobby and discounting prices, although I will tell you, still took many more years to finally cut it out now, by the way, and started taking it serious. Okay. And then I had my first 5-figure month. I jumped from like 5K to 17K. And by December of that year, I'd had my first 27K month, which was really off the charts. I couldn't believe it. And by 2024, I had closed over 7 figures for myself, gross cumulative sales through these years, and helped my clients close over 35 million. Actually, it's closer to 40 million plus. I need to change this. So yeah, put a number 1 in the comments if you're like, yeah, I'm ready for this change. I'm ready to now take action and really grow this business once and for all. Okay. And it all started with my funnel systems. And I don't want you to be intimidated by these funnel things. I'm going to break it down for you. Say it with me in the comments. I can learn anything, especially if you have a guide like the IKEA guide, right? Like, can't you do things faster if you've got somebody beside you who knows what they're doing? So my A2D funnel systems help me add thousands to my email list every single month, give me direct insight into what my audience wants so I can create offers that are a perfect fit. In other words, you're not like creating offers that you're not sure if anyone's going to buy. Instead, you're listening to people, you're catering it all, and you're making sure you have buyers ready. Who wants buyers ready? Say buyers ready in the comments. And this enables me to build a lot of excitement for each product, and product meaning not always physical, course, memberships. I do have a physical planner so that I have high ticket sales month after month, meaning cart is always open, no stressful launches. I'm not into the stressful life. I'm into the relaxed life, into the fun life. I did not start my own business to give into this stress. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's have a fun life. Most importantly, I'm no longer overworked and scrounging for clients. My A2D systems help me easily generate enough income to support my family without hustling for sales 24/7. I get to work when I want, with who I want, from wherever I want. Freedom, baby. So, though I actually do and decided to open up this entrepreneur space that I'm in right now here in Dallas, Texas, because my husband's here and my kids go to school here. When we vacation or when we travel, like sometimes we've gone away for 3 weeks at a time, I can still just bring my laptop, maybe my nice mouse, and work on the go. And it's so amazing. And I'm seeing you guys are really relating to this. You've got some of your mothers, dog moms. You can learn anything. That's right. So wherever you're at in your season of life, like, this system will absolutely change your life and your business both. Okay. We want a dream business that funds our dream life. That's my whole saying. Like, we want both. Don't you want both? Now, let's talk about the major mistakes to avoid with your online marketing. There are 3 ones I see a lot of people, if not almost everybody, making. Okay. Mistake number 1, copying someone else's branding and funnels and expecting then expecting instant leads and sales. Okay, like it doesn't work like this. And I absolutely see this when you see these people like going through these 5-day challenges. Like, I'm a funnel builder now. Give me a break. Like, it takes me more than 5 days to build an expert funnel. And I actually am an expert funnel builder. And it's just not true. And also, when you copy somebody else's things, and this includes AI, friends, it's just not unique to you. You're taking the soul out of it. Can everybody put soul in the comments? Can everybody put expertise in the comments, or whatever word you want to use, or say what you want? But the point is, like, in this day and age with so much, let's say AI or people copying people, I will tell you too, you're going to stand apart from the crowd for staying authentic to you. You can even put an A for authentic in these comments. Okay. Your brand and funnel should be custom to you and to your ideal client you want to attract. And even if you are looking at somebody else who does something similar to you, what you always want to look for is what makes you unique. What is your unique selling point in business? That's called USP. Put that in the comments. That's really important. I would circle that, come back to that later when you have some time. What are your unique selling points? In what unique way can you help style somebody? In what unique way can I build a brand or a funnel for somebody? So I want you to let it go. I want you to stop thinking that funnels are too hard for you. Funnels can make it easy and fun to attract your dream clients. Okay. So who wants to put the fun in funnels with me? Okay. I'm going to teach it to you right now. Now, mistake number 2, winging it on social media without a strategy or systems. This should probably be number 1, but we were starting easy, so everyone doesn't feel their toes, like stepping on your toes. Guilty. We've all been guilty. Spending hours a day on social media, guessing what to post or who is going to buy from you is not sustainable. It is not. Put a number 2 in the comments if you're like guilty. And again, I really don't promote guilt and shame. We're saying it lightheartedly because you were trying, and I respect the hustle. I do. But if you're spending more than 30 minutes a day on social media, you're doing something wrong. And there is a better way. Now, I think you can spend a little longer than that, but you absolutely can actually post what you need to post in 30 minutes. If you enjoy a scroll here and there, great, get your scroll on. But my whole thing is like, man, if I'm on social media, I want to be monetizing it. Put some money signs in the comments. Who wants to get the money coming in? Like, if you're spending this time on social media, why aren't you getting some money from that? Like, that's my time over there. Okay. I want to teach you how to automate everything. Okay. Automation will help you get 1, new followers following you on social media every day. 2, new subscribers added to your email text list every day. And that is your business asset. Your list is your business asset. Put it in the comments. My list is my business asset. That means it's a sellable asset. That means one day, like let's say you grew your business in the next 3 to 5 years, and if you built it and you branded it properly, you could franchise, you could expand, you could get bought out and still have an owner's share. Women, hello, it's time to take ourselves seriously. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to do this. And you're going to need funnels. You're going to need a list. You're going to need this just for now money, let alone long-term bigger money. Okay. So let's keep going. Stop overwhelming yourself and your followers with too much content that isn't working. Every post should be intentional. There's this belief, and it's false. If I can just give a little more content, then I'll be profitable. No, the opposite is true. Now, caveat, I will say consistent content marketing is absolutely highly profitable. But the issue that we're really talking about is just to throw in, oh, I'll post because somebody told me to post. It's not branded. It's another picture of your kids. And no offense, that's like one of the least popular posts or posts of people's kids, PS, because nobody cares about your kids except you. Sorry, but it's true. They've done studies on this and everything. So though you will see some from me, I actually have to ask my kids permission because I believe in that. And a lot of times they don't want me posting, my husband too. So I respect that because like, this isn't their business. This is my business. Like, there's too much out there. Privacy is also important. So I'm trying to teach people intentional content creation, which magnetizes you to your dream clients, okay, where they are coming into your inbox, okay? So creating too much free content is overwhelming for your audience and overwhelming for you. Can I get an amen in the comments? Like, it's just too much. Again, I believe in consistent daily content. I actually do, but there are ways to plan it. There are ways to make it fun. And number one, it needs to be intentional and tied to your paid offers, which means you need to know what your paid offers are. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. One side of this, your audience needs clarity, not 10 gajillion worksheets, checklists, and blog posts. Okay. You don't need to start all the things. There's a systemized approach to this. You can't copy somebody who has a 30-person team and wonder why it's not working for you because you're exhausted and you don't have time to keep up with it. Instead, there's a much more simple approach that absolutely can get you to 10 to 20K months by yourself through the system I'm going to teach you. And if you want to scale and you want to do these extra pieces like podcasts or blogging and YouTube, you can, but you're going to need some help at that point. All right. Does that sound good? Who wants to simplify to scale? Let's put the S's in the comments. Simplify to scale. Okay. And then mistake number 3, assuming sales will just happen on their own. Again, guilty again, back in the day. If I can just put up more posts or invite enough people to my workshop, then I will make money. The truth is, if you want to start making money, you need a profitable offer and funnel. Those are the 2 things you need. And that's a framework that we want to put in place. Okay. Offer and funnel framework in place. Who loves the easy button? That Staples easy button. And it's like, that was easy. False belief. You have to work harder and longer in order to make more money. That's not true, actually. Okay. Don't believe the people saying that. It's not even true. And for a lot of us, if you're a fellow mom like me, you really don't even have that option. You have other things you need to take care of besides the kids. What about your own body? What about your own medical appointments? What about the gym? What about the dogs? What about fun? Hello. This is where systems come in. Within 1 year, I had 3,000 new email subscribers and 100K. And I will tell you something, that was actually low ticket items. So I do preach high ticket now because I know a lot more than I did 10 years ago. But let me tell you, I still was able to do it with low ticket. In fact, just yesterday, I heard from one of my clients who sells low ticket products. She's very close to her 100K goal after just 8 weeks of us working together. So this is doable, whatever your price point is. Okay. And that's without affiliates. That's without sales teams or a team at all, without webinars at that time. Just my email list and my funnel. Okay. Now you may be thinking, I could never get to $10,000 a month that fast. I thought the same thing, but you know what's really cool? Your feelings or your thoughts aren't truth necessarily. Now they're going to affect it, but I want to help get you out of your own brain. Okay. So who wants to put in the comments, it's possible for me to make $10,000 in the next 30 days. I actually want you to write that down. It's possible for me to make $10,000 extra dollars in the next 30 days or less. And because the truth is, you are wrong. You can. Many of my own students report celebrating the first launch of my membership with 5-figure sales. 5-figure meaning, it's 10,000 or more. Another client, and believe me, she did not believe in herself. She couldn't believe when this happened. We just changed her funnel and her offer and the branding, all the pieces I teach you in my system. And she went from 0 sales to 12,000 USD, which was 15,000 Canadian, and up from 10% to 80% close rate. Okay. Here are some of my actual students. 18K, 15K, 100K. That was just in 8 weeks. 2 million. Her first launch, 180K. A couple years later, up to the 2 million. He did 20 million and then he did 3 million in 2 hours. Things keep growing as you keep growing. So what we just want to start with is this starting area that you're talking about, right? Just like Barbara, she just closed her beta launch of her intergenerational trauma program. She is a psychotherapist and converted at 60%. Excuse me, earlier I said 80. So 60, which is a crazy sales rate, especially she wasn't doing sales calls. This was just through a funnel. Isn't that amazing? So that's very exciting. You can 10x your results. The average email list is a 2% conversion. When you are dialed into your audience with funnels, we've seen up to 60% conversion. Okay, so we can that's actually like 300x, right? So $10,000. Do you want 10,000 new followers or do you want 10,000 from 3 followers? Which do you think is easier? Do you just want $1? Do you want to sell these low ticket things and maybe it's 1,000 new followers? Or do you want to utilize the email list or the followers you already have, create a killer offer that 3 of them buy a $3,000 offer from you? Does that make sense? So you could either go out there and sell these $97 memberships, these low ticket things, or you could come up with a killer offer. It's dialed into people who have money and you only need like 2 or 3 a month. I'm going to choose 3 versus 100 sales. Okay. Because a sale is a sale and it takes just as much effort. Ani is somebody who came to me. He had no email, no website, no online presence besides his Instagram, and he wanted to monetize. In just a few weeks, we added 1,000 new email subscribers. This is before he implemented ads, 1 funnel, 1 offer, and did 100K in 8 weeks. Okay. Who believes they could get 5 new sales each month? Put it in the comments. Put 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It's possible for me to get 5 new sales every month. It's possible. How about 1,000 new subscribers a month? What if you took those sales, put some money into some ad money into the funnels that I'll teach you about in my program, and you just had this influx of new leads every day? In a year, that's 12,000. Like right now, what is your email list at? Put it in the comments if you want. It could be 0, it could be 35, you could have 5,000, but we have to grow the leads and we have to grow the sales. And this is where people get it wrong. They focus just on the sales of today, but I'm going to teach you how to focus in on how do we grow the email list in a steady stream of people who are like you're nurturing them while also grabbing that low hanging fruit. Okay. So this is really important insight if you're grabbing it. Who's getting it? Okay. The bottom line is funnels convert like crazy, which is why leading with value through your automated funnels can make lots of money. Okay. But you won't make any money without a strategy in place. You're like, oh, touche, I feel it. So now I'm going to break it down for you. Are you ready? The 4-step framework for a profitable funnel. And after I break this down, I'm going to share with you next steps and take your questions. My 4-step framework for a profitable funnel. 1, attract, because you've got to attract audience, people to even know who you are. 2 is brand. That's the thing that grabs their attention, keeps them there. 3 is systems. How do we automate taking them off social onto your list? And 4 is sales. We know what that means. Okay, so let's talk about attract. Who do you want to attract? You need to be specific. Put it in the comments. Do you know who your ideal client is? Type it out. Like, try it out. It's okay. There's no judgment. I'm not auditing you today. We don't have time for that. But like, if you don't know exactly who you want to attract, who your ICA is, then you probably need to chat with me. So who is your ideal customer? That's the ICA. I standing for ideal, C, customer, A, avatar. Someone with a problem your offer is designed to solve. Okay. Three part of this, who is your ideal customer? Someone who's also able to make the investment. Okay. So it's both. It's not just that they have a problem, it's that they want to throw money at their problems. Put that in the comments. My ICA throws money at their problems. Okay. If you wanted an outfit, you got to throw money at the style. If you want groceries, you got to go throw money at the grocery store. Money is needed, makes the world go round. So the point of being in commerce, in e-commerce online, is that you need to have something that people are willing to throw money at. Okay. You can probably sell your product or service to a lot of different people, but in order to make money, you need to pick one. Don't get lost in the noise. Okay. And I know it's scary, but it's okay to repel some people like a magnet. Like you want to be a magnet and people say, oh, I want to magnetize. I want to attract. Well, guess what magnets also do? They demagnetize from people who aren't for them. But this is actually really great. So put magnet in the comments if you want to be a magnet. So you want to attract the right people. And you remember that thing when you're a kid, if they ever did that for you, where you put the magnet up to the thing that it's like, oh, like repels it, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to touch you. Perfect. No problem. Don't take it personal. Onward and upward. Let's go. That's a good sign, actually. If your funnel is lacking clarity, oftentimes it's because your brand and messaging don't have a focus. And that's where we're going to lead into with number 2 in a moment. Engagement, meaning people that like, comment, message you, that's engagement in the online world, happen naturally if people share a common problem or interest. So don't skip this step. You have to get to know your ideal customer. Okay. 2, put 2 in the comments, engage. Okay. Where does your engagement lead? This is the piece that's like, okay, how are we actually getting them to take action? And that's going to be through branding. Okay. We need new email subscribers and new dream clients. And we don't want to treat your funnel like a dumping ground. You need to give your followers a clear path to follow. Meaning, when I go to people's Instagram and Facebooks, like or even websites, almost never, I do audits all the time, okay, on people's websites and social medias. It's almost never clear what is the first step. So one thing that I teach people in my A2D is what is that first step in the funnel? And we want to have it everywhere, and it needs to be super easy, okay? Just like Jen, before she had the 5-figure sales, she had 104 signups. So she probably converted like 10 of those to a $2,000 program or so, but 104 signups. So sometimes like your list is a lot larger than who's ready to buy today. And that's why it's really important to have those free offers funnels dialed in. All right, number 3, grooving through this. Promote your funnel in the right way. What not to do, friend everyone, ad without consent. And I know some people teach these strategies and you can just ignore them. So don't worry. Your funnel needs a steady stream of new people to increase engagement and to grow your list. Okay. So how do we do that? Your funnel and list has the ability to grow quickly with minimal effort on your part. How? Let me share with you. Magnetic, here it is again, content creation, that's free, on social media will attract the right kinds of leads and sales with the right plan. Again, only if you have a strategy and engagement. Like what is the new funnel? What is it called? Is it engaging? Is it attracting? So again, one of my clients had never had her 10K month either, and she signed on too. And then actually by the end of it, she had a 20K launch. Convert, and that means convert to a sale. Okay. So how we do that is we're going to give value first. We're going to give something for free of value, a gift. We're going to build trust. We're going to build rapport. Then we're going to sell. Your funnel is not a billboard, so don't treat it like one. Like a funnel is not the same as a social media post. Okay. It's not the same as you driving down the freeway and you see a billboard. It's different. The goal is new email and new customers. Say it with me. Your funnel is an ATM machine on steroids. It makes everything in your existing online store work better and faster because you're attracting people to you, okay? And don't assume that people know what you sell. Remember what happened to me in the beginning, the undercharging, wondering how to charge more money, like seeking things out, just like trying it. No, we actually take that time to do the strategy first. So let's talk about what can you sell, or let us know in the comments, what are you already selling? There's one-to-one coaching or consulting. There's courses, there's memberships, there's group coaching, or you might do a hybrid like me, masterminds, physical products, services. And that's not even counting affiliates. Mainly you need a super strong brand though to even make money with Amazon affiliates or any other kind of affiliate. So I don't really touch on that on this program, but you absolutely can gear into that, but you need a larger email list in order to support that. So I'd love to know in the comments, what are you already selling, or what do you want to be selling more of? Okay. And then what do you plan on selling in your funnel? Is there an automated way besides grabbing their name and email that you could sell something? Could you sell a first consult? Could you sell a mini course? How can we get the cash coming in to keep supporting your business? And so as we keep talking about, and you realize at this point, I'm sure you need a strategy and offer in place. And the most effective sales mechanisms on the planet are email and live video. And my step-by-step funnel plan utilizes both. Through multiple different masterminds, courses, and coaches that I personally hired over the last decade, these are the 2 most effective things and continue to rule the online world, so to speak. Like Kathy Heller, our first round of working together, she had no online presence, had no idea about online marketing. I helped her turn her in-person program that she was selling one-to-one, literally in person at a local theater, into an online program, got her website, got her funnels up, the same A2D systems that you'll learn about. She did 180K in 90 days while pregnant with her 3rd child. After that, she scored a podcast deal. She scored a book deal. She's been on the very top charts just under Oprah with her podcast multiple times. And this is a quote from her. You can watch her video on my site. So then she brought me in for her 2nd round of launch as a sales manager and strategist, and we did 2 million with her team in 10 days. Carl Allen, one of my top testimonials. Anybody want to beat this? 4 million in 2 hours, 25 million in 3 years. Tiana's strategies and funnels helped my company grow 25 million in 3 years. And then we did 4 million in 2 hours this year. And I understand these are large numbers. I started with the smaller ones, but I do want you to see what is possible. The difference in these two is they had more capital, like 6 figures in capital that they could pour into advertising, but they still weren't able to do it until they had the proper funnel, brand, and systems in place, which is what I built and what I teach you in Automate to Dominate. So let's repeat this. Let's go over this again. Sales don't happen on their own. Each of my students made money because they implemented a specific sales strategy and funnel. The 4-step framework for profitable funnel for list growth and sales is attract, engage, grow, convert. Okay? Now, this framework is not just a bunch of theory, as you've seen. It's all been tested and proven to work by me and hundreds of my students. In fact, I'd love to know in the comments, what is your big goal? Like your secret, like, oh, I wish I could make. And it might be different for all of you, so don't compare, but you can look at these clients. Is it that extra 5K, 10K like mine? Is it 100K in the next 100 days? Is it 25 million in the next few years? And you can sell your business and make even more money. Like, what is your big goal? I would love to know in the comments. Like share it with us. If you take away one thing from this, I want you to know that you can use your funnels to dramatically increase revenue without hustling for clients 24/7. I've developed a 4-step framework that makes it easy to create your very own profitable funnel, and I've outlined that system for you today. So the big question is, how can you apply this framework to your own business and tap into the power of funnels to increase sales? Okay, let's circle back to the beginning. Choice 1, you can waste tons of time and effort trying to figure out everything by yourself. Do you remember this image? Or you can fast track your results with me step by step in my program, the Automate to Dominate system. And guess what? That price point that I said at the beginning is what it is. So here are the details. The enrollment is now open to my Automate to Dominate, an accelerator program to grow your brand, your audience, and your sales. You are going to learn how to create a profitable funnel and offer, plus get 8 weeks of live coaching with me and my team and my private app community. So it will include the course, the coaching, the community, and those bonuses we talked about at the beginning. I want to give you a bird's eye view of everything you'll learn each week in my proven program. You can finish it faster than this, but if you wanted to take it week by week, it'll take you about 5 weeks. Okay? Or you can do it in 30 days or you can do it in 7 days. But let's go through it. One is attract, right? So this is where we're going to dive deep into your business and your offers. You are going to create that killer, irresistible, yummy offer. Everybody put yummy in the comments, okay? Like yummy, so yummy, yummy, yum. Yep, that's right. I did it. Number 2 is engage, right? So this is where we're going to go into your luxury brand or consistent. I know sometimes people are like, oh, I don't like Gucci, all that. Honestly, it's not my favorite either, but I do like Lululemon and I do like high quality things. And the truth is, whether like there's people I work with, they're military style, or there's fitness coaches, or there are luxury stylists. The point is, consistency is under the realm of luxury. You need to have the same fonts, the same colors, the color palettes, everything, so that you can have a consistent brand so people feel comfortable paying you cash or pulling out their credit card. That's just the way it is. Number 3 is grow. We're going to then go into your list and get those leads started. So as you're finalizing your sales offer, we can actually already start to get your list growing. How does that sound? People reaching out to you saying, oh, I love that freebie. I love that thing. Could you tell me more? What we always want is tell me more. Quick and easy. Yes to yes to yes. Everybody say yes to yes. That's how you want to lead people. So if they're not ready to buy, the easy yes underneath that is, no worries. I've got this free workshop. I've got this free download. Let me help you out. Let me get you this checklist. And what that does is this positions you with power. And this is what helps you convert. So then we're going to get your funnel set up that actually have like my ATM machine funnel. And this is really helpful if you want to charge higher ticket, especially for your programs and services or memberships, you're going to learn the exact funnel that I personally use. These are not like, you know how some courses you've ever taken, they're like, their stuff looks really good and they give you crap. I hate that. I really do. It's like really sucky and I think it's unethical. Not me. I give you my exact funnels, my exact systems that I train you on it, and you can ask live questions. So let's talk about some more bonuses you're going to get when you enroll today. Marketing and launching your new funnel. I actually have this brand new program and extra module that teaches you some tricks of the trade on how to drive organic, meaning not paid traffic to your new funnel. Where do you put it on social media? Where do you put it in maybe a group or somewhere? And this is without spam. This is like people are just going to be asking you for it. So this is one of your bonuses. The other bonus that you're going to get that expires soon is that you can become a certified 7-figure club funnel builder. If you go through this whole program and we audit it as a team, usually we charge $3,000 extra for the certification process. But when you enroll today, we waive that $3,000 fee. So just for the cost of the course, you're getting live coaching and you're getting a certification once you finish it and we audit your funnel. Okay, so you'll actually get a certificate and you can be certified by the 7-figure club. Pretty cool, huh? And here are those two bonuses we talked about at the beginning that you're going to get access to. I have an entire YouTube and landing page vlogging program that I usually charge $1,000 for just on its own. You're going to get that included if you sign up today only. This goes away end of day today because it is a huge extra bonus. You're also going to get my Freedom Planner system, which is a step-by-step system so that you can actually get all your daily to-dos listed in one place. So like the marketing techniques and everything I'll teach you, if you're a handwriting gal or man, which I really believe in it anyway, you can print this out and literally every day it's going to guide you through exactly what you should be doing. You don't need to guess anymore. Put a number 1 in the comments if you're done with guessing. The other thing you're going to get are live group coaching calls besides weekly Q&A calls. Okay, so you're going to get 4 of those. They're each week. And if you stay tuned here, you might see another way to get even more. There's our private app course community. So you're going to get 24/7 access to this. So no matter what global time zone you're on, you can ask questions, you can get feedback, you can even pull the audience. Remember at the beginning where I said like other people thought I was crazy? They're not going to think you're crazy. They're going to support you. These are amazing people. Some of them are even on here today and commenting. And you get those other 2 fast action bonus for just 15 minutes. So I'm going to set the 15-minute timer right now and share with you how you can do this. That's that sold out system. This is your fastest action. If you were like, I need cash today, what I'd recommend is go through this system while also going through your funnel system at the same time. Okay. And then you're getting the cash injection system. This is a step-by-step sales scripts, the 5 questions asked on every sales call. Selling is a skill. I know people don't like to talk about it. They don't want to come across salesy, but the truth is sales is the #1 skill that every single business owner will tell you need to learn. If you're not making the sales in your business, who is? So I teach all my clients how to do this, and you're going to get it included in today's bonuses. So here's a look at all the incredible extra things that you're going to get. If I added it all up and you bought it all separately from all the different sales pages on my website, it would be almost $10,000. Okay. But today you can get all of it for only a 10th of that. Well, I guess it's a 20th of that, whatever, a 5th. Anyway, 20% of it for only $19.97 pay in full. Okay. And on top of that, when you pay in full, I actually am giving you something really highly valued that would cost you almost that exact amount. And that's a 60-minute one-to-one strategy call with me. So I charge $2,500 for that typically. But today, when you purchase the $19.97, and again, this is a today only bonus, you're going to get a one-to-one call with me, which is usually $2,500. Now, here's the thing. The question is not if you're going to make your money back, it's how many times over you'll be able to do it, okay? Which is so fun. Like Katie here, she went from making just $1,000 a month to $17,000 in 30 days after working with me. Or Kathy, like we talked about, made over 180K in 90 days, and she's continued to thrive and shine and make millions. And if you've got smaller goals, if those feel out of reach for now, and just to help you get there, Janelle, who sold 50 of her planners. She had no list, didn't even have the planner. Another lady, Pamela, did 4,000 in 2 days. And again, Jen, who did about, I think it was like 15, 18,000. Other ones, Emmy, who actually lives in Africa, tripled her income. Candace from Australia, she did 4,600 in the last 4 weeks. And again, Sonia did finally hit her 20K goal. And again, if you want to compete with Carl with the 25 million, please put it in the comments. I'd love to help you get there. And I can. That you're going to need some capital for. And you probably need to go with my one-to-one path, but you can get there. We can start with your course. So there's zero risk because when you do the work, I do let you stay in the 7-figure club with the live coaching until you've gotten your ROI. Okay. There are no refunds, none of that. There's no way to do chargebacks. I actually only offer cash payments or bank transfer. We'll talk about that now. So what you want to do is go to tianasmithcoaching.com and you're going to click on A2D. It's right here on my website. You could also enroll in Funnel in a Day. This is the done for you version of this, and you actually get access to A2D. But if you just want the coaching program with the course, the templates, and all these bonuses, it's a one pay of $19.97. You're going to see this screenshot. When you click on it, you're going to enter your name and information to sign up. You're going to choose which program you want, whether you want the A2D course or the done for you. Okay, you're going to see this button. And then you're going to pay in full via Venmo, or you're going to request a bank transfer invoice. So if you don't have Venmo, or you're out of country, or you just don't use Venmo, I can accept Zelle. Zelle just usually caps, but really a bank transfer would be the easiest. So you're going to text A2D to this number, 805-835-6511 with your name, and we will send you the bank transfer invoice and request. Okay. Then you're going to get all your onboarding info on the thank you page, and you can click that get onboarded now and get immediate access to everything. Okay. And again, you can still text A2D to this number. Now, if you want the done for you add-on where you're like, man, Tiana, I'm over courses and I'm sure it's fantastic, but like, I'd rather pay more money and have less of my time. I just want to be in my business. Well, I do have this Funnel in a Day program where we work together for 2 hours, and then you have a 7-day turnaround on these funnels we've talked about. Now I have a few programs, but I start people with the Funnel in a Day. We see if we work well together, and then we can go from there. So again, you're going to really just have to text me for that information. Okay. Now we have 15 minutes on the clock. I'm going to answer any questions that you have. I can screen share. So let me put this timer on my phone so that we get the party started. And this 15 minutes, I will tell you is, well, actually, I'm just going to put the clicking. The 15 minutes, it's on the clock right now. Okay. So here's the deal with this. If you get started right now before this timer is up, that's how you're going to get these extra bonuses. And what I'm going to do is actually double your coaching time. So when you sign up in the 15 minutes, this add-on at the very end bonus is instead of 8 weeks of live coaching, you're going to get 16. This gives you a 4-month runway without paying one more dollar to actually get this up and running. So again, what you need to do is go to my website, which is tianasmithcoaching.com, and click on A2D. So the timer's going. I'm here to answer questions. Put them in the comments. It can be questions about the program. It can, and I'll actually, let's see if it'll let me share my link here. Let me go see if it'll let me go. Tiana Smith Coaching. And actually, this is where you go. So you go Tiana Smith Coaching, you go to A2D. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like. So you can press enroll now, one payment, and then you're going to go through this process. Okay, and the reason for this is super high level. So if you just want the A2D program we talked about, but you also can just pay for the done for you Funnel in a Day, what I'd recommend is if you have questions about my one-to-ones would just be buy the course now. And what we'll do is The course, if you purchase any of the Done For You programs, then the Automate to Dominate course and coaching is included. So essentially, this would just be 8K extra, 18K extra. I subtract $2,000. Okay. And then you decide which payment method you want to use for your investment. You can do Venmo. And if you want Venmo, it's right there. If you want bank transfer, again, you're going to just have to text us and then we can arrange for a call to decide which Done For You want. I do only have 4 spots total. I have 2 spots into the course and group coaching available, and I only have 2 available right now for Done For You. Those take a lot of my time. So going back to this page, that's where you can go to sign up, and I'm here to answer any questions. So let me know in the comments or the questions, and let me grab that. I did not grab the right link. Let me give you the link as well so that you can go to the website and grab that. So let me go grab that real quick. And yeah, let me know any questions about marketing, about your business. I usually do have FAQs, and I will say that there are a lot of FAQs. There are testimonial videos all on the sales page that you can go check out. But the clock is ticking. So we have about 11 minutes left. So let me know if you have any questions and we'll just keep rocking it. So there's the link, and for some reason it linked it to like all the different links. And yeah, I'd love to work with you. I am not, let me scroll up and see any of the things you were saying. Eve says, I'm one of Tiana's high level clients. Her method and systems are proven. Thank you, Eve, so much. It is so true. Yeah, for right now, the reason that I also am not offering payment plans is that I think like if you really do want to grow your business to 10K a month, you've got to have 1 to 2K on hand. Now, if you don't have that, you can always, hope that this workshop gave you a lot of value. But if you do have questions about the one-to-one, again, just send me a text, say A2D, give me your name. We'll have to jump on a call today. So what I'm going to do is the timer is going off. I'm going to give till 10 after the hour. That will be the 15-minute mark. You can go click on the links, see if you can enroll. You should also be getting some texts and emails since you're a registered guest. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in Automate to Dominate and the 7-Figure Club soon. Thank you so much for your time and attending.